Welcome back. As the United States contemplates military action in Syria, it's worth noting that the stories of war are usually full of pain and loss. But tonight we're glad to bring you a really good story from the long war in Afghanistan. Frankly, there were a lot of smiles today around the office. The story begins in Afghanistan. Brave American soldiers stationed at a remote base. A stray dog wanders along. They adopt her, and she in turn adopts them. The dog then has a litter of puppies, and here's where I let Randi Kaye pick up the rest of the story.
At Terminal 4 at JFK Airport, Sergeant Edwin Kaba and his fellow soldiers from the Army National Guard are anxiously awaiting a special delivery from Afghanistan.
I'm extremely excited. I can't even put it into words. I'm antsy, excited, anxious. I mean, I'm pumped up.
To better understand why, let me take you back to Afghanistan earlier this year, where Sergeant Kaba and the others were helping train Afghan patrols on the border with Iran. A stray dog took a liking to them, and the men immediately bonded with her. She went on patrols with them and waited each night for their safe return. They named her Sheba. When she got pregnant, the soldiers knew her life and the puppies' lives were in danger. The puppies were hungry, and Sheba was dangerously thin. So the men started giving her and soon her 7 pups their rations. MREs, beef jerky, you name it. They bathed them, swaddled them in blankets, and loved them like their own. Sergeant Kaba realized he just couldn't leave Afghanistan without the dogs.
I fell in love. You know what? From the second that she was born, we were all kind of like, oh, they're cute. And then they started getting their personalities and, kind of taken to us very well. And you can't leave something like that behind.
A couple of phone calls, and soon Sergeant Kaba was in touch with Guardians of Rescue, a New York group that rescues animals. They got word to this dog shelter in Kabul, Afghanistan. And after some very generous donations, the dogs were brought there, quarantined for 3 months. Next, they were shipped to Dubai, then flown to the U.S., an 8,000-mile journey. Which brings us back to JFK's Terminal 4. Late Wednesday, the dogs arrived to cheers.
We got you here. We said we would.
The puppies had grown a bit, but they sure seemed to remember the guys.
I feel fantastic. I haven't seen them in a while, and she's gorgeous. I can't believe it that they're here.
They were checked out at a local shelter where they got some strange stares from others wondering where they came from. There was also a group photo.
Oh, somebody.
Well, sort of. All the excitement was a bit too much for Sheba, the puppy's mother. But her babies, now 5.5 months, were thrilled.
Does she know any tricks yet?
She doesn't know that she's doing it, but she does shake hands.
Back home in Long Beach, New York, Sergeant Kaba's puppy Cadence seems right at home after her first night.
How'd she do overnight?
She did well. She's a howler, so that was something we weren't expecting.
During our interview, she was easily distracted by all the new sights and sounds.
You think she's still in Afghanistan,
She does.
obviously.
For Sergeant Kaba and the rest of his unit, these dogs managed to give them a bit of normalcy, far from home.
She just offered so much companionship, just to see someone excited to see me when we would walk back in, her little butt shaking and her tongue out, and it was fantastic. It was. It means the world. She made things so much easier. Come on, girl.
Randi Kaye, CNN, Long Beach, New York.
There's no doubt in my mind Randi Kaye had the best assignment at CNN today, but a short time ago I got to meet Sergeant Edwin Kaba and his dog Cadence. So did you know right away that this was the dog for you?
I knew within about 3 days, yeah.
What was it about? What about her?
The way she slept. Definitely the way she slept. Her mouth was wide open and laid on her back, and it just seemed independent yet lazy.
Is that how you sleep?
Exactly how I sleep, yeah. When I snore, she doesn't snore.
So how hard was it to, a lot of people think about doing this who are serving overseas, but to actually be able to follow through and doing it is amazing. How hard was it?
It was very easy in my case. I decided that I wanted to take one dog home, and for some reason I reached out to my old high school teacher, who then put me in contact with Guardians of Rescue, who then counter-offered with bringing all eight dogs home. So
that's amazing.
It's fantastic.
And why your high school teacher?
No idea. She's well known, and she was a huge influence on me growing up. And I figured maybe she could help. Maybe she can help fundraise a couple $100s, and it was a good guess.
What do you think would have happened to Cadence and all the others?
They our base closed when we left. There was no backfill, so she would be fighting for herself, if not dead by now. Absolutely.
They don't treat dogs all that well over there.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
They treat them like trash.
Yeah. You have another dog.
I do.
How did they get along?
They get along okay. He always wants to play, and she doesn't quite get that yet because she's used to fighting for her food with her brothers and sisters, I guess. So I think they'll get there, but she's a little jerk to him sometimes.
Oh, is this right?
Yeah, she's a jerk.
What's great about her is, I mean, she's so sort of adaptive to wherever she goes. It
Right.
seems like she's really good at, and this is kind of a tendency I've read with dogs who kind of are raised in that kind of environment. They're very good about reading their surroundings and adapting to them.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think everything's different. You've been over there, it's all mud, it's all dirt, and just walking on the sidewalk's different. Seeing so many cars go by is different, So, I mean, her adapting and her skills to do so are fantastic.
Yeah. What do you want people to know about your time over there and about the importance of?
You can't get a better companion than a dog, and someone that's so happy to see you when you get back from a mission, and whatever happened an hour prior doesn't matter. As long as you can have a dog wagging its butt at you and licking your hands, it turns your day around, no matter what you've been through.
Yeah. And do you hope sometime maybe to reunite all the siblings?
We will, yeah. It'll be hard to get all of them because 2 of them went to Ohio with one of our teammates, but we have a wedding in December we'll bring her up for, and we'll have play dates, definitely.
You think she'll become an American dog very quickly?
I hope so, yeah, I think she will.
I think she'll blend in very fast.
Yeah, she'll like the beach, that's what I'm waiting for.
And I know you want to thank the organization that
Yes,
did that.
Guardians of Rescue, nowzad, and definitely Save a Pet on Long Island. The 3 of them, if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't have happened. And we need to get their names out because, soldiers can bring their dogs home if they talk to the right people. Donations, sharing it, even just talking about it would be fantastic.
We'll put the names of the organization on our website.
That would be great.
How did you come up with the name Cadence? Obviously, Cadence from the military Cadence.
Yeah, I wanted something military-esque, but not so, cliche. So got up.
Does she know her name yet?
I don't think so. I've yelled it enough, so maybe she'll.
And how's the house training going?
No, it's not well. She hasn't peed outside yet.
She hasn't peed outside
Yeah,
yet.
she went in your green room.
Did she really?
She did. Yeah, so I'm sorry. But she'll get there.
You're sure that was the dog?
You know what? I was excited too. So, but she'll get there. She'll get there.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. Well, congratulations.
Thank
I'm so
you.
happy for you.
I
Welcome
appreciate
home.
it. Thank you.